Hello everyone and welcome back to Cloud's Fortresscraft Frozen Factory, Flattsburg, episode 14. The lab's finished crystal dynamics, and I hope I can now make crystal clocks. Yeah, looks like I should now be able to, so this one has been a long time in the needing to do department, so we're going to do intermediate miner upgrades, because right now my miners are getting a little slow. So in order to make advanced machine blocks, I need to make, oh, you know what, I'm probably going to have to actually unlock the recipe first. Be right back. I always wanted to test out setting up one of these right at the source, and it works. The only problem is I can't build the conveyor tubes yet because I haven't built any hardened machine blocks. So if I try to conveyor anything around, it's just going to be my knock problem causing. But I can actually make the crystal clocks down here, so I think I'm going to do that. Instead of transporting crystal up to the top, make the crystal clocks down here. That'd be interesting to do. I just wanted to test that out real fast. Look at how high these guys are. This does not bode well for me. Well, we almost won, but couldn't handle the fact that they were all coming from the top. Intermediate miner upgrades is finished, and I just realized I had my speakers up a little bit. I only do that so that I can hear when these things are actually done, and I do apologize. Try to remember to keep it down. So our next research, let's see here. Hydrocarbon recombination. Now this is what I need to get to jet fuels. It's going to take quite a bit. Should not be an issue though. As you see, I've already got some in there. Let's see, we need 75 intermediates. So shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we also need 45 complex. I'll just take all the complex, put as many as I can in there, and put them right back. Don't want to have too many of them on hand. So for temporary, and I do mean temporary reasons, I've set up a little, just throw some crystal in and pull the crystal clocks out of the top. It'll just be enough to get me set up for my machine blocks, which I'm going to go set up now. I do have the advanced machine block assembler. Now, the advanced machine block requires low-grade steel, I believe. And, of course, that low-grade steel setup right below me is also temporary, so I think I'll go with more solar. Because the reason I built the crystal clock thing up there was because I want to utilize solar. I don't really want to build any more pyrotherm generators because I'm not going to use much more than what I've already got. But solar panels, I'll be using those till the very end because you can make large solar panels, and then, although they were nerfed recently, they were pretty useful at one point. Not too long ago, I think they gave about 800 and something power per second. It's not bad. So I'm just going to put them up here. Now, sun is going down, so I didn't really pick a good time to do this. I don't have any batteries. But if I make a battery...
Crafting. Crafting.
Add only. Now again, this is all temporary. Once I start getting some jet turbines, things are going to change around here big time. Let's find those crystal clocks. There they are. And then this low-grade steel. Put those both in the remove only. He desires 15 power per second. I'll give him some power. I'm nice like that. Excuse me. And he's got a pretty good internal battery, 500 power. So between that, see, I've got this bug where if I use batteries, the effect just stays there forever. So I'm going to, yep, see, there we go. We got some advanced machine blocks coming out. Now I need to build a refinery before I can build the jet turbines, and I think hydrocarbon recombination. Try to say that 5 times fast. I think I need that before I can even touch the refineries, unfortunately. Yeah, looks like that's the case. But I can make crystal coal infusers. Now, that might seem a little silly to do, considering I'm about to completely switch over to jet turbines, but keep in mind, I'm only going to be able to make 1 jet turbine per episode, maybe for the next 3 or 4 episodes, so I am going to want to beef up this. I'm going to switch all of this around, and it's going to look very nice. But first I know I'm going to need a lot of materials. Because he took away the use, you don't need crystal anymore, but you need a lot of materials to actually make these. So charged PCBs and macerators. Macerators, lightweight machine housing, everything on this list I'm already auto-crafting. I've also got this particle effect on my build gun that just, I'm shooting particles everywhere forever. A lot of people are having that issue, so it'll get fixed right away, I'm sure. So, lightweight machine housing. Here we go. 100. And I've also got the manufacturing plants in here. So,
Crafting.
3, 4. Here.
Crafting.
Build as many of those as I can. Charged PCB. I think I have 5 coal enrichers. But as you see, I need a lot more crystal clocks. So I'll be back when I have all of these and I start setting it up. I've got most of it set up now. I moved my excavators so that everything can now be down below. Of course, everything's powered by pyrothermic generators, because when you're dealing with coal, you've got your own power source right there. They're sending 10 power per second over to these. And these things only require 0.1 power per second. So that is all the power that they will ever need. Now I need to do the same thing basically that I'm doing with these, except instead of there, all I have to do now and if I want to use more batteries, I can move the lasers up one, put a battery up, and then I can just stack everything on top of each other. I can have a conveyor coming out of here, conveyor coming out of the bottom. If I move this line back like 3, I can just stack up and down, but I can just keep going down and down and down. And eventually I'd have to replace these hoppers with good hoppers because the line would get too slow. So they'll just all feed into each other. And then that goes down. into here, and then one way or the other way into my main line. And then, of course, when I'm done showing it off, I don't even need to see this part anymore. The part that needs to be added to is all over here. So I'm going to cover this for now, so slimes stop falling in there. And I'll add more to it as I need to. As you see, I got taken out again. They like to use their coming from above tactic. It is what it is. So now that I got all that crystal infusion set up... Ooh, that hurt. Yeah. I got 50 advanced machine blocks out of filling this stuff one time, so... It's not bad to just set up a little thing like this before you get ready to automate everything. It doesn't hurt to do this. As you see, this is still eternally drawing from something or doing something. I don't know. I'm not interacting with it. It's just doing that on its own. There we go. Hydrocarbon combination still has a pretty long time to go. This is mostly finished. It no longer backlogs, as you can see. So it's able to put into the facility. These are backlogging, which is good because that means that all of the bars, everything's being constructed, and there's extras here. Well, not for lithium, unfortunately, but tin, copper, all of that. And then so certain resources don't over stockpile. I've set up matter movers to beam the extras over into these little things, which is all done by a conveyor turntable in the back here. Just gives me a 400 or so. Yeah, I'm always short on lithium because I have yet to automate it, but there's still things in the way. I've almost cleared the one iron vein, and there's more things in the way of those cargo lifts. And I'll be back. I really like the idea of putting the crystal clock makers down in the cold caverns, so I went ahead and put together just a quick setup to make some hardened machine blocks so I could get some tubes, and I'll meet you in the crystal caverns, or cold caverns. Aha! This is pretty brilliant. I can't believe I've never thought to do this before. Silly me is carting up all of the crystal to the surface and then turning it into what I want, when I could have just been making them down here. Of course, this is a little slow, so maybe I will, if I have another one. Ah! Wrong way. Okay, now... There we go. That was a... There we go. Storage hopper. He'll feed into there, and then eventually through whatever you want to call it, the crystal will get put through there and then through there. That's good enough for me. So I can come back down here in a while and collect 300 crystal clocks. And then if I want to, since I built extra tubes, and I do want to, there, 600 crystal clocks. If I come back down here more than once and all of these are full, I'll add more and more and more and more. And then eventually I'll matter move them up to the surface. But I'm not going to do that until I have jet turbines, because that takes a lot of power. Oh, I also added 2 more cargo lifts. And let's see how far down they go now. Okay. almost to the lithium. So what he probably needs, actually, is more rack rails. That's fantastic. I'll meet you back up top. Well, I've already unlocked fusion drill motor, so I might as well research it before I go down there. But I've got everything I need, and hopefully the rack rails have reached the lithium by now, so that I can finally automate lithium.
Crafting.
I'll meet you back down there. Yeah, I was a bozo, and I interrupted my power stream coming from upstairs. But it is now fixed. I noticed, I went down there to collect some stuff, and there was no... Why is this flaming stuff here? That must be a glitch. I don't see any lasers interfering with that. Alright. Yep, so I set up the lithium. It is now extracting. Basically, all that's left to do is set up a... Oops, ouch. Oh, almost killed me. Set up a lift. Or whatever you want to call it. The actual machine that goes up and down these rack rails. Just need to get one of those built, set up. And now what I'm debating doing is, for some reason, see if I can see this. Get rid of this. There we go. This seems to get stuck on this. Now, I thought that it only needed the 3. So I could be wrong, and maybe it's... I need to clear all of this. But this is a pretty sizable gold vein, so let me know what you guys think. If this stuck, because it says blocked up above. Should probably clear this away, but that's a lot of gold to just be blowing away. And I've already got the one guy up here. So, I don't know. Oh, hey. That's why. It's that block. That is very hard to see from down here. That camo bot is going to kill me. He is going to kill me. There we go. So now if I reset the rail, he should come down to the lithium, which is what I want, because this lithium vein is humongous. Yeah, 6 million lithium. It was kind of a waste, probably. That was probably like a few thousand gold that I just destroyed. But it is what it is. I'm going to grab the biomass that I have stockpiled over here. Really quick. Fortunately, I don't think we'll be getting to jet turbines yet again. This episode is starting to drag on just a little bit. Oops. I always do that. That reminds me, I'm going to need to get more cutter heads down here. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, lifts are deployed. We now successfully have 6 cargo lifts coming off this one shaft. Now, why is he not moving? Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. For an unexplained reason, he's just kind of hanging out here. Lift stuck, wait for a rail scan to come in. What? It's not even doing anything. Here. Let's reset you. Something that's apparently been happening in this current patch is the rails just get stuck. Gotta check it every once in a while. But that's why I have an excessive amount of rails, so that I can afford to be a little lazy. So as soon as that's done checking, he will continue on his little expedition. Ooh. Oh, that's the wrong side. Ooh. There we go. Beautiful. He is loading on his way up. This one, I guess I forgot to hit check rail first. Oh well. I guess that'll leave me the option available if he'll mine gold or lithium. But that'll have to do it for this episode. I appreciate you watching. I hope to see you next time.